Hello everyone, it's SpawnPoiint and today is the day. We are unboxing and taking a closer look at the brand new Ghost of Yōtei Collector's Edition, both the Limited Edition DualSense Controllers and the PS5 Pro covers. Now all of these launched today alongside the game and we're going to be taking a first look. And to be honest, I am really excited to show you how good this mask is. But before we jump in, who's going to be playing it this week? Okay, so first up, we've got to unbox the Collector's Edition. I think if you're a fan of the game, you're going to love this because the box design is actually really nice. We've got the main game art and the logo on the front, which is quite a strong looking design for a Collector's Edition. Then there's the Sucker Punch and PlayStation Studios logo at the bottom. And if we turn this around the back, it lists all of the contents that comes inside the box along with the digital items included. And if we slide this off, it doesn't just come with a cardboard box inside, it comes with this cool wooden looking box instead. Then if we take the lid off, we've got all of these white boxes, each with something else inside. So this one here has got the Ghost of Yōtei logo on and some nice gold leaf details. And inside that is this fabric bag or pouch which actually contains metal coins from the game. But these aren't just the currency or the coins from the game, these are actually part of a game called the Zeni Hajiki coin game. I've probably completely butchered that name, but these have some great little details on them if you look really closely. And there's also an instruction guide on how to play the game if you wanted to give it a go. Then there's a Tsuba, which is a metal guard that attaches to a sword. And do you know what? This actually feels really heavy and well made, which is nice. And then next to that, we've also got this little metal stand. You can sit this here and display it in your setup. Then what else have we got? We've also got a white envelope here with the logo on the front. And inside that, it contains 4 art cards. Now these look nice because you've got the main artwork that we've seen pretty much everywhere by now. One of the mask that Atsu wears, a sash, and the last one is of a wolf. So as I say, we get a total of 4 of these art cards included with the CE. Okay, next up is this black book looking item, but if we open it up, it's got a paper pop-out design inside. So you can see here we've got a golden tree that kind of pops out of the book, giving us a cool 3D image. So we've got the tree here in the middle, and then next to that is a wolf. Not sure where I'm going to put this in my setup, but it is a nice design for a CE. And then also inside the box, we have this sash wrapped inside a cardboard sleeve. Now, if I unravel this and open it up, you can see the writing and characters are on one side. Unfortunately, I obviously cannot read this, but I do assume it's the same as we see in the game. And if it is, this includes the 6 names of the Yōtei 6. Now, I have actually played the game for the first few hours, and literally within the first 5 minutes, this sash does make an appearance, and it kind of tells you what is written on here. And the big item that we've all been waiting for is this box. So this is what contains the ghost mask. Okay, so inside here, we've got the stand or the base plate for the stand in black. And as you can see, it's got the logo for Ghost of Yōtei there. But then here's the mask, and damn, this looks unreal. Now, I was never lucky enough to get my hands on the mask for Ghost of Tsushima, so I don't know what the quality of that one was like, but this is really nice. So obviously this is the mask that Atsu wears in the game, and we've pretty much seen this showcased in various gameplay and trailers as well as on the posters. So it's an all-white mask with cracks and worn parts around the edges. And of course, we've got these impressive gold-looking teeth. And as I turn this around now, you can see how this looks weathered and used. It doesn't look brand new. Then if we slot the stand together, we can display it like this. Oh man, this looks so cool. I think if you're a fan of the game or the series in general, you're going to love having this in your setup. Now, although it does come with a copy of the game, there is no physical copy included. We just get this envelope which contains a digital code to download the game along with the Collector's Edition digital content. So we get things like the snake armor, horse and saddle, sword kit, and a few other bits included. Also, there is no steelbook, which could be a first for a PlayStation exclusive, as they do normally come with one even though it's a digital game. Okay, and then here is everything that we get included with the Collector's Edition. What do you think? I'll probably put the mask over here on my shelves if I can find the room for it, but otherwise this feels like a premium Collector's Edition, not something that we'd normally see. Right, and next up, let's take a look at the DualSense controllers. So both of these are limited edition controllers for the PS5, where we've got one that's in gold and one that's in black. And as you can see here, it's got details on the box with the Ghost of Yōtei images and logos on. And then if we open this up, I can show you what the controllers actually look like. So here we've got the gold one, where the main body of the controller isn't white, it's more of a cream coloured shell instead, but then it is covered in these gold brushstrokes. So these strokes go all over the handles and across the touchpad. There's also a gold silhouette of Atsu, the main protagonist of the game, on here too. And if we look around, you can see that the buttons have the same gold details too on both the D-pad and inside the icons. And interestingly, the bottom part along with the thumbsticks and the triggers are a really light grey instead of black. I think this could be the first controller that we've seen with this colour on it. But you know what? One thing I wasn't expecting are the slashes and the cuts on this to be quite as deep. What I mean by this is if you look really closely, you can see this design isn't just a print or an image. It's actually indented or engraved into the controllers. You can feel them as you run your fingers over it. But then if we flip this around the back, we've got the Ghost of Yōtei logo along with another red PlayStation icon symbol across the bottom. I think as far as controllers go, this is not a bad design. Of course then we've also got the black controller here, which is exactly the same as the gold one, but everything is detailed and printed in black instead of gold. So we've got the same brush strokes, the same silhouette, and the same logos on the back. Personally, I think the gold one does look nicer, but to be honest, they kind of look the same, so you can't go wrong with either. But just out of interest, which of these would you pick? Would you go for the black controller or would you go for the gold one? Then on top of the limited edition controllers, PlayStation have also released two sets of console covers, one for the Pro and one for the Slim. Now I'm using the Pro, so I only bought these covers, but they are exactly the same on both consoles. And these are the first official covers that you can buy for the Pro since launch. So inside the box, it comes with 4 covers which have the same color combo that we saw on the controller. Now these are only available in gold, so you cannot buy the black covers unfortunately, but that's cool because as I said, I do prefer this color combo. But before we take a closer look at these, let's put them on the PS5. All we need to do is remove the old ones by popping them off and then pushing the new ones on. So the entire side of the console has this mountain looking design, which is actually Mount Yōtei featured in the game. And as you can see, it's made up of these golden lines, almost reflective foil looking lines in the shape of a mountain. But it's the small details here that I love. So if you look really closely, you can see the little settlements or icons of the places that show up in the game and on the map. And this isn't just a print either, the lines and the icons that you're seeing here are raised, which gives it a really nice premium feel. And again, if you do look really closely, you can also see it's got the same indented design where it's etched into the covers. And then down here at the bottom, we've got the Ghost of Yōtei logo. And if we flip it around, we've got this same red PlayStation icons logo back here too. And then here's how the two of them look together. So we've got the gold PS5 Pro console covers along with the gold controller. What do you think? Is this too much, or do you think it's just right if you're a fan of the game? Okay, wow, so here is everything that launched today for Ghost of Yōtei. We've got the 2 controllers, the PS5 Pro covers, which you can also get for the PS5 Slim, and the Collector's Edition. It's definitely one of the most premium bundle of accessories I think I've seen for a new game. And as for the game, it looks so good. I've only played it for a few hours so far, but from what I have played, it's unreal. Now, I was going to go ahead and record loads of gameplay to show you here on this video, but instead I ended up just sitting down and playing it on my TV last night and this morning. And I've already spent way too long just riding around and checking out the scenery and trying to find trees and plants that I can slice and chop up. Also, the combat on this is brutal. I've lost count of how many arms I've already chopped off in this game. It also feels a lot tighter than Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm loving the weapon switching and disarming enemies and using their weapons against them. Anyway, first impressions, this is awesome, and I'm going to be smashing it out over the weekend to see how far I can get before Monday. Let me know if you guys are picking up the game or any of these accessories this week. Now drop a Ghost of Yōtei in the comments and I'll give you a thumbs up for staying right till the end. And if you did enjoy today's video, check out this video next. Well, thanks for watching, please like, subscribe and follow me everywhere. Until next time.